Hey, it's me again, and it's time for another meditation tonight. And while we're waiting for it to be exactly 9 o'clock here in Sweden, I don't know what time it is wherever you are, because I know I do have people also from the States. So let's just listen to this for a little while and I will get going. And please let me know if you're here, so I know that I'm not alone sitting here and doing my meditation. You can just say, I'm here, and where you're from, where you are right now. Hi! I just got off a 2-hour Qigong class tonight with my regular students. We do an hour of Qigong and then I take them through a half hour of meditation. And then I finish off with another half hour of Qigong. So it's 2 hours solid every Tuesday, and just feel like floating or flying afterwards. So tonight feels wonderful to sit here and I'm inviting you into I'm not in my corner tonight, as you can tell, those who are regulars. Nice to see you all. I am actually in my treatment room tonight. I figured I might change a little bit, see what is the best recording and the best sound. But I hope that you can hear me well and see me well. So thank you for being here. First of all, I really so appreciate from my heart that you are taking the time to come in here and spend a half hour with me. And if you're new, welcome. I went through the details the first time around on January 10th. So if you're new to meditation or you want to know a little bit about the background, you could check in with January 10th meditation, and you get those first 10 minutes there, because I don't do that every time. So it has been amazing this year since I started in January, and who knew that we were going to be sitting here and many people in the world are quarantined. So tonight, what we're doing tonight, I just want to put the time frame here, and what we're going to do tonight is that, well, first of all, I try not to be longer than 30 minutes. We are going to, as always, cleanse our mind, go into deep meditation. I'm also going to give you tonight a special exercise for the lungs, to clear the lungs. And that's also with a sound. Hi, I can see you all coming in. Great. That's also with a sound. So you're going to get one more sound to work with, if that's okay. So we strengthen our lungs. I also felt like it is time to move into and look at some of the issues that we have around us. And when we do mindfulness, I'm a mindfulness instructor and teacher there, we look at the different attitudes, and one of the attitudes is acceptance. So we're going to work on acceptance tonight too. So get ourselves ready. We're going to do the one, we're going to do the lungs, we're going to work on the acceptance, and in between there I'll just guide you along. So just join me. Sit comfortably, sit on a chair, or some people like to sit on the floor. But if you just try to sit a little bit, maybe if you're on a chair, sit on the edge and see if you can straighten up your back a little bit. Imagine that you have this thread here and you just pull that up. See how you get taller even if you're sitting? And you sit with your back a little bit arched. You move your shoulders a little bit backwards. You can just let your hands like this lay in your on your thighs with your palms up, and your feet firmly on the ground. I've been talking a lot about intention with this meditation, and I'd like to know what your intention is with meditating and with coming here for these meditations. If you would like to, you can put that in the chat later on, or just make a note to yourself. What is your intention with this? Is it to release stress? Is it to find inner peace, calm? Whatever it is, but just make a note of it, because if you have an intention with you when you go into meditation, it gets stronger. We do the same thing in Qigong that I teach. I've been doing the Qigong now for 32 years. And you bring in your intention, attention and intention on a specific thing, and it will multiply. So if you go in right now, for example, if you sit here and you're totally anxious and so on, do something like start boxing or move a little bit just to get it out of your system, so you can just sit down and relax afterwards. So that's always a good thing before you sit down to meditate. Stretch, move, do something so that it's easy for you to relax and sit down afterwards. So that's my little advice for tonight. Wonderful. Let's start, shall we? So the posture, finding your intention, and we are going to work with acceptance tonight. So that might be your intention tonight, getting into acceptance on what's happening, what's going on right now. We will start though with a little bit of relaxation, and we will relax our mind and our body. And if you want to, you can close your eyes slowly, gently, and just feel that we are sitting here together. We are not lonely or isolated. We are all here together. And we can just start relaxing our face by that inner smile. It's an inner smile that tells the rest of the body that it's okay to relax. There is no danger around the corner. Nothing is going to happen right now. Whatever worries you have, just leave them for a little bit. Just take them out of you, just remove them, put them down on the floor. For a half hour, I'm sure that if you want to, you can pick them up again when we're done in a half hour. But just leave them for now. And we'll just take a moment here together. Relax our neck, our back, our shoulders. Just noticing our breath. We don't have to change it. We just notice. Breathing in through our nose and out through our nose. Just find yourself. Find your core, your inner core. And we're going to get even deeper by using the word one. And we have done this actually from the very beginning that I started on January 10th. I started leading you through this. And it's like a mantra, but it's an easy one. It's just the word one, one. And when we do that, we focus on a place straight from your forehead here, between your eyes, and the back of your head. Make a straight line in there, and then a straight line down here as well. And we'll get to a spot right inside our head, where the pineal gland is. And that's where we're going, deep, deep, deep in. So I'm going to count you in from 1 to 9. And you go deeper and deeper for every time. And after that, we'll do the sound together. And I will lead you through it. So we'll start with 1, 2, 3. We're going deeper and deeper inside our head. 4, 5, deeper and deeper. It's like climbing downstairs almost. 6, 7, 8, 9. We are deeply focused on this little point inside our head. And we're going to use the word 1 to vibrate. This is for vibration. You're going to feel your, I forgot the name even of it right now. I usually talk about it. Anyhow, all the skull, everything is going to vibrate and resonate like a box. We have these holes in here and in here in our head, in our forehead. So let's do the 1 together, and we say the word when we breathe out. So you take a breath, breathe in, and breathe out. 1. And you can feel that it can resonate, the sinuses here. It resonates the whole head. And if it's clear, you can feel the resonance all the way up here to the top of your head. So let's do it again a couple of times. Do it together with me and do it loud. It doesn't matter if people hear you or around you, or maybe there are no people around you. We're isolated. So again, we breathe in. 1. Feel it resonating all the way up. Good. And you're still deep inside your head. We'll do it one more time. Breathe in. 1. And just notice quietness. Maybe you can still feel the vibration. Good. From here on, we are going to spend a little time working with the lungs, and it's going to be another sound. I work with Qigong, and Qi is a therapy as well. And when we want to move the Qi stagnation in the lungs, if we have coughs, if we have problems with our lungs, it gets stagnated and tight, and we need to get some air in there and rattle it about a little bit. So this is a very good exercise for that. And the actual word is Zhang. So it's like Z-H-A-A-A-A-N-G. Shang. But we cannot say it here with our vocal cords, just Shang. Nothing's going to happen in our lungs. We have to really go deep down into our lungs, and you can put your hands on your lungs as well. And with a deep voice, really connect deep down. We will do the word Shang together, and if you're really able to go deep down, you can feel the vibration. That's why you need to put your hands on your chest. You can feel the vibration going on. Okay, so let's do it together. Another fun one. Okay. So again, you can close your eyes. Keep them closed all the time. You don't have to look at me. And again, as always, we breathe in, and when we breathe out, we'll say the word. So we breathe in, that last little word that moves up your head. I hope you can feel it. Really go into this and start feeling it, and don't be scared. A lot of people, very hard time to vocalize. We're very scared. We don't want to say things. We want to be quiet. But this is the time for you to vocalize and really to let it out. So the shang, you hear or feel it in the lungs, and the goes up. Let's do it again. We breathe in. Relax a few minutes in, just a few moments in between. Ready again for the next one. We breathe in. Remember, nobody can hear you. And relax. These are also ways to get you deeper connected with your body, and to get you deeper connected with yourself and being conscious. I told you in the beginning here that we are going to look a little bit about the different attitudes that we work with when it comes to mindfulness. And I think the word acceptance is a word that I use a lot when I work with my clients. A lot of them are cancer patients. And acceptance is a tough word. That's why I always try to explain it, how you can look at it, because a word can mean different things depending on previous experiences. So I'd like you first of all to think about something that you are struggling with. You can still have your eyes closed, just be inside yourself, be inside, deep side in. But you could just maybe bring out something that you are having a problem with right now, or a struggle with accepting. It could be struggling to accepting to be in a quarantine. It could be isolation. It could be the whole situation, or it could be something completely different. But just bring up something to mind that you have a hard time when it comes to acceptance. Now, my way of looking at acceptance is a way of, when I accept something, I don't always have to like it. I don't have to agree with it. But I can accept it for what it is right now. So that gives me a platform, and it can also give you a platform, that even though it's something you're struggling with, and anytime we struggle with something, we fight against something, we're going to find something fighting us back. So by accepting this thing that stops us, it's there. We can't do anything about it. We don't have to like it. We don't have to love it. But it's there, right now. And by just accepting it, we can realize that, okay, it is what it is. What can I do now? What would my next step be? Because if I do this all the time, it's going to be resistance. But if I accept that there is something here that's stopping me, or there is a coronavirus around us that's stopping a lot of us, we can accept it, see what it is, and then we can make better judgment after that. Because while we are fighting something, it is very hard to have a clear mind. And if we just for a minute accept things the way they are, we'll take a step back, and then maybe we can see, I can go this way, or I can go this way, or around here. I don't have to be fighting. So acceptance for me is a word that I always bring up. And I'd like for you now just to, while you sit here, and just go in and see, what is it that you're struggling with to accept right now? And see if you can see it for what it is right now. Accept it for what it is right now, and take a step back. You might be able to take the next step. Okay? So with your eyes closed still, just go deep down and just repeat, I have acceptance for blank blank right now. I have acceptance for whatever it is you choose, blank, blank, right now. And see what it feels like when you're not struggling with it, when you're not fighting against it, when you're just being with it. I have acceptance for blank right now. I have acceptance for blank right now. I have acceptance for blank right now. Stay with your breath. Breathe in and breathe out the struggle that you have felt. Breathe in acceptance and breathe out the struggle. We breathe in the acceptance and we breathe out the struggle. And just feel how much lighter it feels when we stop fighting and just come to an acceptance and see things for what they are right now. Things change, they always change. That's the only thing we know. Things always change. And I'm slowly going to take you back again. I will count you backwards from 9 till 1. Whenever you are ready. Sometimes we don't want to leave this place where we go to when we meditate. 9. We are slowly going to head back, and you can imagine that you're walking upstairs. 8, 7, 6, 5. Start moving your shoulders a little bit so you feel that you're getting into your body again. 4. Maybe you can move your feet a little bit, move your toes, wiggle your toes and your feet. 3. You can start rocking a little bit in your chair, back and forward, back and forward, moving a little bit so that you're waking up. 2, and finally I'm going to wake you up with a little bell that's really loud. 1. You can open up your eyes again if you've had them closed. If you've been with me since the beginning, you know that I've been trying to give you a whole smorgasbord of meditations. So I started with a 1, so started clearing the head. We did the meditation where we were in the body, in the room and outside the room. We have done meditations with visualization. We have done it with letting go of fear, as we did last week. Remember, breathing in and out through a straw. So if you go back to that one, if you haven't seen that one. So please go back and see and try these different meditations out. You know, whenever. Doesn't have to be at the new moon or full moon when we do it. I hope that it gives you a little bit of inspiration to actually take a little time and to just to relax, let go of the stress that's going on around us. We need to take a break. We all do. I love taking breaks. I take many breaks. I usually go on vacation a couple of times a day. Not for long. A couple of minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But it's nice because then you can just let go of everything. And meditation is, as I said in the beginning when we started this, it's actually just being with what is going on right now. You just sit down. You just sit down and you see what's going on. Some days it's very easy to go into a deep state of meditation, and other days there's this thing going on all the time, and that's fine too. Just let it be, because if you don't buy into this, the more you ignore it, it's gonna be more quiet, and soon it's gonna be out of the picture. But if you all the time is like, oh, this is so annoying, this is so annoying, this, you see how you feed it? So don't feed fears, don't feed your thoughts, don't, just let them go. Okay, I think I have done my 30 minutes here now, so I will let you go for tonight. And as always, I love hearing from you. I'd love to hear how these meditations affects you, what happens in you, if you like them, if you don't like them, just let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And I also love for this group to be bigger, because this is all. I'm just not selling anything, doing anything. This is just free meditation for all, and we all need it. So if you have friends, invite them to this group, and they can go in and learn meditation, different types. Okay, so that's all for me tonight. I wish you a wonderful night. It's new moon. And for me, the new moon is always the start of new things. I'm always so inspired and so up when the new moon is coming. I don't know why. I realized that years ago that I'm sort of on a moon schedule. And new moon is a good moon for me, always. Hope it is for you too. So, good night. I'm going to let you go. Sleep tight. And continue. If you have problems with your lungs, do the zhang. I hope you like that. Good night. I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Be good and stay safe and social distancing and all that. Bye-bye for now.